it turned a ruby red, and then he frowned and shook his head. And I'm sorry, love, I've got to go away. Ride on, ride on, ride on, ride on. They all went out one evening and it's gone. And they tried to figure out whose turn it was to pay, but they never made it back to bed. Some may recall that tears were shed, and no one's lives will ever be the same. Ride on, ride on, ride on.
Once you master the basics, there are some advanced passing features tied to various combo button presses. Pressing the lob and bounce pass buttons at the same time will allow you to do a fake pass. This can throw off the defense with bad steal attempts and give your teammates an open lane to the basket. Pressing the shot and normal pass buttons at the same time will give you a jump pass. For a little extra flair on your passes, press the normal and bounce pass buttons at the same time.
And now fans, the presentation of the awards ceremony. Latif Diamond. Isaiah Collier.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Trick or treat, it's the NBA. We're glad to get spooky with you tonight. In this game, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at their home Target Center. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Smith is out there with Cunningham. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's Holland in at the 4 spot. And for Minnesota, the wingmen, Edwards and McDaniels. Khalil Ware is out there with Markkanen. And it's White in at the 1 spot. And we talk about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have two extremes, right, in the modern NBA. Most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with. But we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor. You have to be able to have multiple tools in your toolbox.
Edwards, that's good.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Cunningham kicks to Thompson. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now here's White. Last game we saw him score 32. To the paint. Here's Ware. Thompson with the rebound. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this. It looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Now here is Smith following the miss by Cade Cunningham. From past the arc, Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards.
Whatever the range is, Lauri Markkanen has it. He is such a sweet shooter.
Pass to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Now Ware. It's stolen by Duren. Now Detroit moving it up. And Holland gets it to go.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Now here's White. Three-pointer, Markkanen. He can't hit that time. Now Detroit moving it up. And Thompson throws it down.
Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Here's Smith following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And that one drops for him.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
And Detroit has possession. Following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Here's Cunningham. No good that time. Great D that time from Edwards. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. Markkanen against Cunningham. Second chance shot, and there's the bucket for Markkanen.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
Edwards against Cunningham. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's coming off a 40-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
Not to mention the assists he piled up. You can see why his teammates like playing with him.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
White with it, covered by Smith. Kicks it out to Markkanen. McDaniels outside. Offline with his three. Pistons leading by 3. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Duren. Poked away. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Ware. Banked in off the glass. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. It's their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similarly talented. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup this season.
And with how good a scorer White is, hard not to bite on that fake.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pistons.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Now here's Thompson. He points his last outer, and there's the whistle. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. Double-checking, and the game continues on.
Buzelis is checked in for Minnesota. Morris checked in for Detroit. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Duren. Timberwolves trail by 4. At the top of the key, Buzelis. Three-pointer. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his 4th rebound in this one. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. White the pass to Reed. And here's Edwards from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Edwards got 6.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
Taking a look here at some stats for Cunningham. He's coming off an excellent season. Tops in scoring. And with that effortless stroke, he climbed all the way to the top 15 in three-point percentage.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him. And you can't even really contain him. Oh, here's Edwards. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. It's White on the wing. Covered by Cunningham. The shot by Buzelis, no good.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Buzelis with the ball. Guarded by Hardaway. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Pistons leading by 3.
Gutsy stuff in there by Cade.
The Pistons shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good. And so Cunningham nails both of them.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
Here's Edwards. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. Detroit is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Cunningham. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Just a special offensive talent. We don't see guys like Cunningham come through the league that often.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Timberwolves trail by 6. White looking around. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And how about the patience from Buzelis and the body control? He doesn't rush through that play.
Cunningham kicks to Hardaway. Moore outside. Here's Cunningham. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Cunningham's got 9.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Out to Edwards. Cans it from downtown.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. It's a 3-point game. Here's Holland. He's got 6. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. Edwards inside. Guarded by Hardaway. Edwards, no good. Cunningham against Edwards. It's tipped.
Making good use of his length. Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Here's Buzelis, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Buzelis has got his second basket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Cunningham. Detroit, no good that time either.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
McDaniels, score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Near the three-point line, it's Moore. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards got his 4th rebound in this one. And finished by Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Holland. 6 points for him. And a wide-open look for Cunningham. And that time, also a missed shot.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
At this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. In 4th, the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they were a fantastic passing team last year. It's part of the culture they're building. So many of their easy shots came at the end of a great assist.
And that one falls for White.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Josh Green's checked in for the Timberwolves. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Edwards. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Finney Smith's checked in. Minnesota making a switch here. Collier's checked in. Now, here's Cunningham. Defense is right there. Finney Smith finds Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Outside Hardaway. Misses the 3.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Collier. Covered by Cunningham. Reed misses.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Moore passes to Cunningham. Outside Hardaway. Moore against Green. Hardaway for 3. Connects from three-point range.
I just love how confident Tim Hardaway Jr. is from long distance. This guy will cash in from there.
Thybulle for 3. No good on that one. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Back right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce. And, boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
On the court for the Pistons, they've got Dorian Finney-Smith. He's out there with Jalen Duren. Asar Thompson is out there with Smith. And it's Moore in at the 2. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Now here is Smith. And Duren slams it in.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Over in the corner, Green. Off target from three-point range.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Now here's Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
And that one's good. Feibel.
Nice pass by Josh Green. This guy is usually someone who wants to finish. That's the right choice.
Smith, the pass to Duren. Now, Finney Smith. He's guarded by Markkanen. Thompson in the posts. He's against Green. Thompson misses.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Green against Thompson. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And here's Smith. His last outing, 16 points for him. Finney Smith finds Smith. Out left to the wing. Here's Moore. And Feibel sends it down. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Edwards, he's checked in for Green. And Detroit with a change here, too. Holland, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Minnesota in the lead. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Guys, back to you.
On the rise. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Holland, the pass to Smith. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And he overshot that one, missing. Pass to Collier. And here's Edwards from the arc. Here's Ware. Detroit with the rebound. Duren's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that simply stated a terrific play.
Kobe White, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Edwards kicks to Markkanen. And the foul called on Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
The Pistons leading. Pass to Smith. Here's Holland. The 3. It's hauled in by Feibel. Edwards against Moore. Out to White. It's taken away by Smith. Here's the break. Here's Holland. That one wide left. For Minnesota, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Edwards going all the way.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Pass to Moore. Over Edwards. Moore finds Duren. Clock at 6. Here's Smith. Buries the easy one. Smith's got 7 points.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Right the pass to Edwards. Off target with his 3.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
Moore with the bucket.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
Smith against White. Has to wear. It's stolen by Duren. Thompson looking for an opening. Here's Holland. Here's the 3. Markkanen with the block.
That's just great work on the defensive end by Lauri Markkanen. You can see his length come into play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And White kicks to Edwards. To stop the run. Oh!
Goodness.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Pistons leading by 5. Now here's Thompson. He has 5. Here's Moore. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Anthony Edwards. The Pistons have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd see those numbers read pretty well.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Khalil Ware. Bruce Ellis comes in for Markkanen, and it's McDaniels in for Matisse Thybulle. Now here's White. He's got 5. Reid in the post. Covered by Smith. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Reid.
Boy, Naz Reid able to concentrate and finish despite incredible defense.
And that one is good. 9 points for Nick Smith.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders.
Whoa! Extra right there from Edwards.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
Detroit leading by 5. Thompson outside. Reid with the block.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Edwards. McDaniels outside. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shot clock at 5. Left side, Reid. Off target from outside. The Pistons have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Here's Smith. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line. The Pistons have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. The free throw drops for Smith. So for the Pistons, Hardaway's checked in for Azar Thompson. And it's Cunningham in for Moore. Timberwolves trail by 7. Outside, White. Bruce Ellis, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter. So nice shot by Smith.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Pass to Bruce Ellis. McDaniels outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. McDaniels got his second basket of the night. Cunningham passes to Smith. That one, no good. Reid with the defensive effort. Edwards looking it over. In the corner, it's Bruce Ellis. And the 3 off target. Detroit leading by 7. Here's Cunningham. Plenty of space. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And how about the aggressiveness from Cunningham, reading the defense and then just punishing them with that pull-up.
Outside, White. To the inside. Buzelis' shot is good. Buzelis has got 6 points.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game. Results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Cunningham. Reed with the block.
Boy, Naz Reed giving you a high level of rim protection right there.
In the corner, it's Buzelis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this. Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
Really nice decision-making by Anthony Edwards. If you're going to play in the NBA, you've got to read off pick-and-roll action.
Detroit leading by 7. Bounce pass, Smith. Guarded by Reed. Reed with the defensive effort. Minnesota shooting it up around 45%.
Boy, with the kind of motor Edwards plays with, doesn't give the defense much of a chance to catch him in transition. Nicely done, Anthony.
Cunningham looking it over. Here's Holland. Good on the shot. 14 points for him.
Number 33.
The Timberwolves shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. And White kicks to Edwards. McDaniels outside. Pass to White. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Edwards. From outside, off the mark. Detroit leading by 7. Hardaway dishes to Cunningham. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Out to the wing. Snatched away. Smith against White. The shot's good from Smith. Smith's got the lead up to 11 now for Detroit.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The
66.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. One positive they can look back on is how well they shot the ball. They finished the first period. And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. Here's Cunningham. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Khalil Ware. And it's Buzelis in at the one. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Pass to Markkanen. Now here's Edwards. Covered by Cunningham. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Puts up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists in the game. Edwards against Cunningham. Here's During. And the layup's good off the glass. During's got 12.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pass to Markkanen. Now Buzelis. Timberwolves passing it around. 5 on the clock. Edwards passes away. Chalk up 2 there. He's got 8.
Boy, drawing the defense's attention. Edwards pays it forward. Nice work on the pass.
Smith on the wing. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And finished off by Edwards.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Smith kicks to Thompson. Back to Smith. Inside. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Smith. Smith's got his 5th assist in this one. Timberwolves trail by 8. Pass to Markkanen. They swipe it. Thompson in the corner from outside the arc. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Minnesota making a switch. Collier's checked in. That's a 2 from Cunningham. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 6 assists in the game. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Launches a 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Markkanen's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for Minnesota. Smith the pass to Howard. Excellent D there from Markkanen. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the 3rd quarter. Here's Cunningham, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
With his 6'6" frame, Cunningham is a nightmare matchup.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Edwards. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Finney Smith's checked in. Pass to Thybulle. On the wing, Markkanen. To the middle. It's stolen by Duren. Knocked away. Down low. Here's Markkanen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
LDB, something that never seems to go away during the season is chatter about trade.
And Kevin, what makes this so interesting is that very often fans of this league are as interested in trades, who's coming and going, as they are in the results of their team. It's a little intrigue that everybody wants a piece of.
Green, he's checked in for McDaniel. And a switcher also for Detroit. Morris checked in for Smith. Over to the left wing. 5 to shoot. Near the 3-point line. It's Moore. That one off the back iron and out.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Outside, Markkanen. A 3. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Duren. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And that game against the Hawks, it's one that I'm curious about. It'll be the 6th contest on the season for them, and a game that should have a lot of great matchups.
Thybulle for 3. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Back over to you, Kevin.
Ooh, that's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And so Ware nails both of them.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Pass to Duren. Here's Finney-Smith. He's guarded by Markkanen. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Now Ware. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
And look at how aggressive they were defensively, forcing mistakes and turning those mistakes into points.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. They've led by as many as 11 points. Back to Duren. Green against Thompson. Green, no luck. Pistons leading by 4. On the wing, Thompson. Guarded by Green. Here's Duren. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Duren's got 16 points.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Deep 2 from Thibault. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Pistons have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Here's Collier. No scoring in this one. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Takes the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Pass to Moore. There's the drive. Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Collier. To the paint. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 23 points for Lauri Markkanen.
Boy, this guy's been a monster this quarter. His team has needed it.
And Cunningham with the basket on the assist from Moore. Moore's got his 7th assist here tonight. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Thibault on the wing. Green deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. Tries from 16. Rebound, Detroit. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. It'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Moore passes to Duren. Tries again. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Timberwolves trail by 7. Pass to Green. Now Ware puts up a deep 3. Rebound, Detroit. Moore's got 4 rebounds in this game. The kick out to Cunningham. To the middle. Here's Duren. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists now tonight. Minnesota calls timeout.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Khalil Ware. Bruce Ellis comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Kobe White in for Matisse Thibault. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. The Timberwolves, number 1.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
Both good from the line that time. Detroit leading by 7. Hardaway for 3. And they get it back. Cunningham kicks to Moore. The second chance effort, just 5 to shoot. Hardaway, no good.
Yeah, they're winning despite his performance here, and they have had his back all night.
Pass to Buzelis. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Naz Reid.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And that one misses. Holland, he's checked in for more. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Outside, Reid. Pass to Buzelis.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Outside, Green. Here's Reid. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Reid's got 5 now.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And you gotta love Cunningham with the way that he's just always under control. He wants to play at his pace, methodically breaking down the defense.
Smith checked in for the Pistons. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Looking now at the numbers for White. Last year, getting it done. Last season put up about 19 points per, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 10 points in the quarter.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Here's Collier. Detroit with the rebound. For 3, Smith. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
To the inside. Pass to Collier. Outside, White. Here's Buzelis. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Smith with a wide open look. No good with the triple. Pass to Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
Cunningham left side. Fires top of the key. Can't get it to fall. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Pistons lead by 9. From Target Center, back in a moment. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And on the floor for Detroit here in the 4th. Duran out there with Holland. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Thompson, and it's Smith in at the point. Now White. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Edwards with confidence.
That's where patience pays off for Anthony Edwards. The clock is dwindling, but he's keeping his poise.
Smith the pass to Thompson.
Yeah, the defender all over.
First personal foul. First team foul.
He misses the free throw. Markkanen, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Thompson taking 2 shots.
That one is no good. Timberwolves trail by 6. Edwards with it. Picked up by Thompson. Edwards kicks to Reid. Pass to Markkanen. Back to Reid. Just 5 on the clock. His 3-pointers off the mark. Pistons leading by 6. Here's Smith. The shake. Edwards with the block.
Great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
Good on the 13-footer. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make him pay.
We call that execution, getting the ball to the right guy where he can do some damage.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
White finds Markkanen. That one drops for him. Markkanen's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Well, this is where Markkanen's feel for the game. You can put him in pick and roll. He is going to find a way to score.
Smith against White. Smith dishes to Thompson. And Duran slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Outside, Reed for three, Edwards. Rebound by Smith. Detroit leading by 6. Pass to Holland. The 11-footer. That one a little long. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, Jake McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Khalil Ware's checked in for the Timberwolves. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now. Keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you.
2 shots.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
You know, he may be kicking himself for that one miss, but establishing the 2-possession lead was key.
It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Edwards.
Boy, Edwards so good in close. This guy has got touch and strength, everything you could ask for.
Thompson passes to Duran. Out to Hardaway. A 3-ball. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
I'll say he has not been at his best, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Thompson. Great tee that time from Edwards. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. That gives them the lead. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
And love the commitment from White. Took the bump, went up strong, and rewarded with 2 points.
Duran the pass to Smith. And he's good on the 3-ball. Smith's got 24 points.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Out to Edwards. And it's Edwards, a 3 of his own.
What a response from Anthony Edwards. If you make a 3, he wants to come right back at you.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They trail by 1. Pass to Duran. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Morris checked in for Detroit. Minnesota's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Stolen by Thompson. Now Detroit moving it up. Here's Holland. White covering. Kept alive. And it's in there. 25 points here for Jalen Duran. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right now.
Minnesota calls timeout. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Outside, Edwards. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Pocket 4. They get it back. Ware. He can't get that one. The Pistons leading. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam. Right the pass to Ware. And he goes big with that dunk right over Asar Thompson.
And just running the offense. White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Pass to Holland. For 3. And they'll get another chance. From deep, Moore trains the three-pointer. And the Pistons lead by 4.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backcourt.
Here's Ware. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Third personal foul.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And the first one at the line is good.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
For Detroit, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Smith outside. Thompson in the posts. Working on McDaniels. Scooped up. Minnesota's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Edwards against Moore. Kicks it out to Markkanen. To tie it up. Moore with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Oh, in a close game like this, that is the kind of mental lapse you have to avoid.
Detroit making a switch here. Cunningham's checked in. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
Pass to Smith.
Minnesota foul. White. Third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Pistons, Smith.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Smith. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting it brilliantly here late. 60% from the field. Smith against White. Pass to Markkanen. McDaniels outside. Traps in the tray. McDaniels got 5 points now this quarter.
I'll tell you, totally fluid mechanics by Jaden McDaniels. Ready in the catch-and-shoot situation, folks.
Here's Holland. He's guarded by Markkanen. Good work there as it goes. Cunningham's got 12 points in just the second half.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Fast break Detroit. Here's Smith. Edwards with the block. And White kicks to Edwards to tie it up. Detroit with the rebound. Duran's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Cunningham. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Gotta respect that Cunningham takes charge, making something happen and drawing the contact.
And so Cunningham nails both of them. Timberwolves trail by 5. White with it, inside, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range, and also a size advantage.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. tonight earns our player of the game, Jalen Duren.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Khalil Ware. Buzelis comes in for Markkanen, and Matisse Thybulle subbed in for White. Pass to Holland. Back to Smith. Here's Holland. Shot clock at 6. Moore right side. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Timberwolves call time.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
Timberwolves trail by 3. And here's Edwards. Pass to Thybulle to tie it up. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Thybulle's got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Cunningham for 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Thybulle the pass to Edwards. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Jaden McDaniels.
Tough stuff from Cunningham inside, enduring the foul and able to get that one off.
Good, and both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Well, in these situations, this is who they want at the charity stripe.
There's 1:26 left here in the fourth quarter. To the paint, Buzelis, and he uses the glass on the way.
This kid Buzelis loves these types of situations. He wants to be the guy they go to in the big moments.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Cunningham outside. And that one, good. Cunningham's got 8 here in the quarter.
Oh, that is big time by a big-time player. Cunningham loves the moment.
Edwards. Duren pulls it in. Detroit's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, Anthony Edwards loves these moments, and boy, does he deliver.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
It's good. A huge shot to tie it up.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now, here's Cunningham, defended by Thybulle. And it's Smith missing. Now, here's Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Misses the 3. And so the timeout here by J.D. Bickerstaff.
Substitution for each of the Wolves, Markkanen, White.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime.
Here we go.
Minnesota with the ball. We've got Cunningham. Holland is out there with the Sar Thompson. And it's Smith. And it's Duran in at the 5. And White kicks to Markkanen to take the lead. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession. Edwards against Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ware and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And for the Pistons, they're shooting 47%. Pretty solid. And it's Smith missing. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Nice move. Good! Edwards mixing it up inside.
Anthony Edwards, excellent concentration under pressure of excellent defense and just scores it anyway.
Smith, and he banks in the layup. Smith's got the game tied up here for Detroit.
Yeah, he shot the ball well enough to keep his team even. Let's see if together they can elevate past that.
And finished off by Edwards.
But the handle of Anthony Edwards so much tighter. That is so good.
Edwards against Cunningham. Knocks down the step back Jay. Cunningham's got 35 in the game.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
White dishes to McDaniels. Outside, Markkanen. White, wide open. He fires. No good from outside. Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. They grab their own miss. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Holland, no good. Minnesota's got neither of their first 2 3-point attempts to fall here in overtime.
Boy, the aggressive move by Anthony Edwards, and he gets exactly what he wants. He draws the contact.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Edwards drops them both. Just under 2.5 minutes passed here in this overtime. Here's Cunningham, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Cunningham's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yes, sir. Cade Cunningham embracing the role of a leader.
3-pointer Markkanen. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look. Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Here's White. Has to Ware. Rebound by the Pistons. Duran. Pistons leading by 4. Ripped away. Pushing it up. White the pass to Markkanen. Edwards against Cunningham. Back to Markkanen. The offensive rebound. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Well, with the size, frame, and athleticism, if you allow Anthony Edwards to get to the glass, look out.
Cunningham passes to Thompson. And Thompson slams it out.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. To the middle, here's Holland. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And the Pistons lead by 6.
Creating easier opportunities for your guys to score. That is good offense.
Smith against White. Outside, Markkanen. No good on the triple.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Cunningham against Edwards. Unloads. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And Minnesota has possession. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
We know this about Anthony Edwards. He is fearless in these moments. That's a big-time clutch delivery.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, just terrific job knocking these down in a big spot.
Jacks up a 3. Cunningham with some nice D. And an intentional foul right there.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. 19 seconds left in the first overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. It's a 7-point game. Minnesota calls timeout. They're behind by 7. 16 seconds left in overtime.
Substitution on the court.
Green against Hardaway. Reed.